Hello everyone, welcome back. We are streaming again tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. yeah, we're not streaming on Tuesdays anymore. For now, at least. We'll see how the future, what the future holds. But for now, Friday only streams. And we're doing a special stream tonight because last week we didn't play the game we planned on playing because I didn't learn how to play it. Go me. So tonight we're going to be playing a viewer lent game, Libertalia, Winds of Galecrest. And this is a pretty cool game. I've not actually played it before in its entirety, but in my preparation for the game, I did play through a single day cycle against the AI, which the AI is who I will be playing against tonight, though we might get a special guest appearance by Country Girl. We will see how the kids are doing in just a few minutes here. Last I heard, one of them was still screaming. So, I don't know. Not really sure if she's going to make it. But I have the game set up to play with the Automa. And that is the plan, unless she makes it. So we'll see. We'll try and stall for a little bit, get the game ready and stuff. And if she makes it, great. Then we'll explain the rules so that she knows how to play. And so that you all know how to play. And then we'll get into it. For now... Oh, yeah, I was sitting here getting everything ready, and I was like, wonder what time it is. Oh, 8:59. That's cool. So that's why we're a couple minutes late. Sorry about that. But, yeah, I just trying to get stuff ready and lost track of time. And I don't have a clock, like, right in front of me, like I normally do over at my computers. But we, here is a little lower, isn't it? But we're here. We started mostly on time. So we'll see how this goes. I'm pretty excited for this game. This, if you didn't catch on the artwork on the box here, is another Stonemaier game. It is not designed by Jamie Stegmaier. It's designed by Paolo Mori, but it is produced by Stonemaier. And even the games that aren't designed and developed by Stonemaier, by Jamie Stegmaier, are still really phenomenal games. Stonemaier in general puts out really good games, whether they themselves design the game or not. They're all really, really fun games. And I don't think this one's going to be any different. Muffin McClay, if he joins us tonight, is the one that lent us this game. Ages 14 plus, 1 to 6 players, 45 to 60 minutes. So we'll try not to dawdle and delay and waste too much time, because it is a new game, and as you all know, I tend to play games a little slowly. Doesn't help that you all distract me, but here we are. So yeah, we won't delay too long, because we do want to get through this game and hopefully finish it before the end of the stream at 11 o'clock. Hey, Country Girl, you made it. In chat, at least. How is everyone doing? I was just talking about you and the kids. Two are asleep. Hopefully one is Quinn. If it's not Quinn, then I'm sorry. I heard him screaming earlier. I guess I'm sorry, regardless who it is. But, quick note, schedule change, as I mentioned earlier. Fridays only, 9 to 11 p.m. Pacific time. And then further schedule change, we will not be streaming finally settling, but not quite asleep. Wow, he's the last one. I'm kind of surprised at that. But we will not be streaming next week. I will be in Vegas for a work trip. Or the week after, I will be in California. So please set your reminders or whatever it is you normally do. Or lack of reminders, maybe, because you won't get notifications from me. I will try my best, as always, to put a notification in our Discord server here. So just reminding you all that I won't be streaming. But yeah, please just remember that. And we'll be back 2 weeks from next week, right? So 3 weeks from today, from now. I don't think I have anything else going on. Let's see, work trip, Cali. Oh, Cinco de Mayo is our next stream. So that'll be fun. Not that, I don't know, probably won't do anything special for it, but yeah. All right, well, Country Girl, do you think you might make it? If so, I can start setting up for a 2-player game and just start getting the board ready. Otherwise, I can certainly just keep going with the Automa like I planned. He's almost asleep, but it's up to you. All right, yeah, well, if you're interested in playing, I would love to have you. And I'm sure the other viewers would enjoy having you here. Put this out here. I'm gonna get a couple other things. There. Country Girl and I went to okay, be there shortly. Well, these are in reverse order. That works, I guess. Went on a date recently. There's a sushi place that we like to go to that opened up a location not too far from us. And there's also a board game store that has a location right across the street. So we normally show up at the sushi place. We put down our names, to reserve a table. And then they say, okay, it'll be, 20, 30, 40 minutes, whatever. And we're like, sweet. We walk over to the board game shop and we walk around for a bit, explore some stuff, and just take a look at what they have mostly. And most recently, we got Cat Lady. This, we might play this on stream sometime. Players are cat ladies, part of an elite group of people, including Marie Antoinette, Ernest Hemingway. During the game, you and your fellow cat ladies will draft cards 3 at a time, collecting toys, food, catnip, costumes, and of course, lovable cats. But watch out. Make sure you have enough food for all of your feline friends, or your hungry cats will subtract points from your score. Probably because they're eating you alive, is what I've heard cats do. Maybe not alive, but player with the highest total victory points wins the game. Interesting little game collection, sort of game set collection maybe. But no, there was a story a while back, wasn't there? I don't remember if the cats ate the old lady. Maybe she had died first and then they ate her. I don't know. It was gruesome. Pretty gross. Okay, just getting ready here. I don't think I need that. It's for Automa. While we are waiting for Country Girl, I will switch over to the board, and I'll kind of show off a little bit. I'll withhold actual like game rules and stuff like that, and just speak more of the lore. I need to pull these off. I think that's all the changes, really. These are just alternatives. Oh, right. Yeah, actually, I might hang on to these so that we can reference them. Otherwise, they're upside down for us. Just go something like that. Hey, there she is. Sweet. Nice. Finally. All right. So, whoa. Just dropping water bottles. No big deal. So she gets settled. I'll zoom in here. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? Yeah, I bet. All right, so we've got our board here.
I'm not in your picture. I'll just sit over here and eat my snacks.
Oh, I see. I'll just turn the camera a little. I have to scooch in a little. I gave you the taller chair this time, so we're a little more
Nice, so you're
equal
not
height.
towering over
Yeah. Okay, so the idea behind this game is we are both pirates.
Oh, cool.
And we should show this one to Isaac because he would love it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're sailing on 3 different voyages,
Okay.
trying to gather loot and ultimately fill our chest with doubloons. The chest here is just a score counter with wheels that you can turn to keep track of your doubloons.
Nice.
And you can probably turn this over so you can see it better and count correctly rather than...
Oh. Didn't realize it was upside down.
I flip a lot of things upside down for the viewers. But anyway, so as pirates, we have to build a crew, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that crew is going to help us collect loot tokens, which are here in this bag. And these have different symbols on them. Some of them are barrels, some of them are amulets, some of them are relics or hooks or sabers or chests or whatever. And all of these correspond to all of these tiles down here. Those are also reflected here for you and me. And so each of these has an ability, and each of them takes effect at different points in the game and either helps us earn doubloons or causes us to lose doubloons or whatever. And so our crew, you'll see here in our hand, all has a number value. And that's... rank is probably not the right word, but for the gamers out there, this is like their initiative. Because like Carpenter, Explorer, Officer is at 12, but then there's a Witch who's above them, and a Brute who's above them, and a Necromancer. Freed Prisoner is above the Officer. So, I don't know. It's more like initiative than it is rank. So it just determines who gets to go first. And so as we pick our crew, we'll play them face down in front of us. And then once both of us are ready, we'll reveal them and place them out here on the island to determine who gets to go first. So the player with the higher rank goes further up on the island. The player with the lower rank goes lower on the island. And the player with the lower rank actually starts first. I'll explain the midshipman in just a moment, but all of the characters have different symbols on them. Some of them match the type of symbol that are on the tiles here, but there's a daytime symbol, there's a dusk symbol, which looks like a sunset, there's a nighttime symbol, which is just a moon, and then there's an anchor.
Okay.
And each of those symbols has an effect associated with it, but it only takes place during certain times in the game.
Interesting.
So once we have our crew out here on the board, it'll just be one per person per turn, then we start the day cycle.
Okay.
And so every crew member with a daylight ability will get to activate their ability and do whatever it says.
Okay.
So in this case, like, there's a beggar. So the beggar, the owner of the rightmost character on the island, gives you 2 doubloons and gains a reputation. And so it's going to be reversed for us. This is rightmost. This is leftmost. So essentially, because the beggar is such low value, the odds are someone else is going to be above them, like this. So the rightmost player would be this one up here, and they would give some money to the beggar. Once you go through all the players and you do all their daytime abilities, then you switch to the dusk abilities. And so starting with the highest ranked player, you start doing their dusk abilities.
Okay.
Before you actually activate your dusk abilities, you get to loot from the island. And so during the setup of the game, and we'll do that now, we will take 3 of these loot tokens and place them out here. On each day, corresponding to what number voyage we're on. So the first voyage gets the first 4 slots filled up, first 4 days. The second voyage gets the first 4 and the 5th, and then the third voyage gets all 6. There's technically an order to these. I don't know if it matters because we're not playing with the automa, but so yes, once the dusk abilities start, then whoever is the highest ranked player gets to pull from the corresponding day in terms of loot. That goes to your ship, which is just an area in front of you.
Okay.
And then you get to hang on to that until the day cycle is over. Because we're playing with the midshipman here, his rank is 20.5. There are no other half ranks in the game. So if someone has a 20 and someone has a 21, they split on either side of the midshipman. And his role is to remove one of the loot tokens. And his ability here says how he does it. If your character is the only character ranked 20 or less, you must place it in this space. So for example, if you have a character ranked 5 and I have a character ranked 25, then you have to go here and I go here.
Okay.
And then the way the midshipman works is whoever is here, the opposing player gets to pick a piece of loot from the day and discard it. So in the example, I'm 25, I go here, you're 5, you go here. I start, I pick a piece of loot. Or that's a bad example. I'll pick this piece of loot, and then I say, I really don't want you to have a barrel. So I'm going to pick this one for the midshipman, discard it, and then you have to pick the hook. And the same will be true, in reverse, depending on how the characters play out and stuff like that. So we'll go through all the dusk abilities. You'll pick the loot first, then you'll do your dusk ability. If you pick loot that corresponds to loot that has a dusk ability, you can also do that ability.
Okay.
And then once we finish dusk, then we will go on to night. At the end of each dusk, activate Night abilities. Yeah, so once we finish Dusk, then everyone activates all of their night abilities simultaneously. All of that takes place. That signifies the end of a day. And then we kind of clear the board, or clear like our characters and stuff like that. They actually go to our ship and stay there, because if they have anchor abilities, those will come into play later. And then we take another character, put it face down, and we repeat. We go through the island process again, go through daytime, dusk, and nighttime again. Once we have finished our voyage, we've gone through all of the available days, then at the very end, we will go through and do the anchor abilities on some of our characters. So here, the aristocrat, you can see, has an anchor ability. You can see the anchor abilities down here on the loot tiles. And so depending on the loot tokens that you have on your ship, those loot tile effects will take place. Some of them are just like gain doubloons. Others are a little more complicated. You can keep a character in your ship for the next voyage, or you can gain 2 doubloons. And so that just means if someone has a really good anchor ability, you want to hang on to it for the next voyage, you can do that if you have the hook. All the abilities are printed there. I won't go over each one of them. All of the different characters, all the different crew members have abilities. We're not going to read through all of them. That'll just take too long. Once we finish all 3 voyages, that will be the end of the game. We will read off our total doubloon counter, and whoever has the highest wins.
Okay.
Yeah, so at the end of one of our voyages, we will count up our doubloons and add them to our chest, and then we discard any remaining doubloons. There's another aspect of the game, which is reputation here. You are going to play as blue, I'm going to play as red. So I'm going to shuffle those 2 up. And you and I will randomly start in these 2 positions. So you have higher reputation than I do, but that also means you start with 1 less
I'm
doubloon.
red?
Nope.
I'm blue?
You're blue.
Okay.
Your reputation will go up and down based on different effects. Character cards, stuff like that. Will change a lot of it. If you ever have to go higher or lower than the reputation graph bar allows you to, you either gain or lose a doubloon corresponding to the direction you're going. These here are just kind of placeholders so that we move up and down, and we just shift them to the side as we move. As far as how we pick our characters, your cards are all in order, 1 through 40. I'm going to shuffle my cards, and then I will draw 6 cards, and you will draw 6 matching cards. So let's say I draw 1 through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty unlikely, but just an example. Then you will pull cards 1 through 6 from your deck, and we will have the exact same hand for the first voyage. Once we finish the first voyage, then we'll go into the second voyage, which will add a day, and any remaining cards in your hand will be set off to the side. I will shuffle the remaining cards in my deck, pull 6 more cards, 7 through 12, and then you will pull 7 through 12, and then those remaining cards from the previous voyage will be added to your hand. So because we don't necessarily play the same crewmates on a given voyage, our hands will start to deviate at that point. So the first round, you can pretty easily tell what other people have and what they're likely going to play. Going forward from there, it gets a little harder. So I will start by shuffling my deck. This here is your graveyard. So if a card or an action or whatever ever tells you to discard, they go face down into your graveyard. There are ways of getting cards out of there, but it doesn't seem like it's too common. I think that just about does it. Makes sense. Any questions? Yeah. They'll come up, I'm sure.
Where is everyone tonight?
Everyone.
Who usually watches?
Oh, I don't know.
It says you got...
Oh, we're up to 5 viewers now.
Oh. It was 2 just
That's
a minute
supposed
ago.
to be off. Don't necessarily want to know how many viewers are on there, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything from Katie. I know Eric and Haven were online just a few minutes ago, chatting in group chats and stuff, so I would expect to see them pretty soon. Right. One of them's you. One of them is probably one of those just random bots that just watches streams for whatever reason. Not really sure.
I mean, what else do they have to do?
Bots?
Yeah.
I don't know. Answer people's questions. Chat GPT.
Create art.
Yeah.
Where's my man's?
Sure. We'll come. Excuse me. Trying to blow up the microphone. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to draw my 6 cards from my deck. I really should turn this is hot in here.
Where's the pen?
Is that one? Well, not that one. That one's just going to blow all over the microphone and cause a bunch of noise. Hi. You're okay with it?
Okay. I'm quite comfortable right now, so.
It's way too hot. Alright, so here we go. 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look through your deck to find these cards. Ooh, got number 40. Wow. 12. 20. 24. 29. 30. And 40. Awesome. Alright, so we're starting with the officer. Starting with the freed prisoner. Starting with the top man. Uh-oh, there it goes. Don't do that, camera. Fishy Gaming. You have that many board games and you don't do board game streams? I'm literally doing a board game stream. But yes, I do have a lot of board games and
That's not all of them.
No, I still have a few more in the closet. No, I mostly do video game streams. Board game streams just take so much to set up. If you could see my setup here, Country Girl here can attest to how... Oh, attempt number 2. Yes, so last week I was supposed to play Libertalia here, but I forgot to read the rules. I had no idea how to play. So instead I played Tapestry. And so this is attempt number 2 at playing Libertalia. We're also starting with the infantry and the merchant. And last but not least, the big man himself, the governor. All of them, if you couldn't tell by the artwork, are different animals. So they're all styled after different creatures. I don't know what that guy is. A bat? Maybe he's a bat.
Maybe, probably.
Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, pretty cool artwork on the game. You can see the board. There's actually double side to the board. The other side is a Stormy version. And I believe the main difference is the loot tiles down here give a more like chaotic option rather than straightforward. Got you. I read it as attempt number 2 on Boardgame. On Boardgame stream. Right. Yeah, that was probably confusing. Could have written that a little better, but no, attempt number 2 for Libertalia specifically. we normally do a monthly board game stream, and we only recently dropped our dropped our hours down to Friday only streams. So schedule trying to stream midweek is just pretty rough right now. So all right, country roll. Look through your cards.
Okay.
Check their abilities. Pick one to play, and then put it face down so I don't know which one it is when you're ready.
Okay.
Oh, we start with the balloons too. I start with 10. You start with 9. Silver or 3. Okay. Oh yes, I had that one before. Interesting. Be so useful yet. These are all like just really straightforward. Alright, we'll take a chance. So, flip your card. Nice. So, infantry goes here. Free prisoner goes here. And we start with the daylight cycle.
Okay.
So daylight again works from this side and moves down. You go first, but you don't have a daylight ability, so it skips you, skips midshipman, goes to me. Mine says if I'm the rightmost character on the ship, or on the island rather, I gain 5 doubloons. Boom, 5 doubloons. That's it for daytime abilities. Now we go backwards and we get dusk abilities. Even though I don't have a dusk ability, I still go first and I still get to pick loot from the island. Now the question is, which one? That's tough. I kind of want both of them. Okay, I'm gonna take a barrel. So I take that, I put it in my ship. Now the midshipman goes next, and I think his dusk ability just talks about what. If a character is directly to the left of the midshipman, that character's opponent removes a token from the current day. Yes. So you are to the left of the midshipman, so your opponent, being me, removes a token from out here. And you're in the same position I am. So I will give you the hook. Goes in here. Now it's your turn. You don't have a dusk ability either, but you get to pick loot. And that's it. That's the end of the dusk phase. So now we take our characters, we put them into our ship, and our nighttime abilities activate simultaneously.
Okay.
Again, I have no nighttime ability. Yours activates now.
At the end of each night, gain 1 doubloon for each character in your ship with a rank higher than 20. If you ever gain 3 or more this way during a single night, discard the freed prisoner.
Voyage. Just want to make sure characters go to the ship. Is it before or after the night? In loot. Okay, so it's at the end of the dusk phase. So you gain a loot token, if any, for the current day. Then you activate the... Oh, I get to activate this. I gain a reputation. If your character and or the newly gained loot have dusk abilities, activate those abilities. And then finally, number 3, if your character is still on the island, place it face up in your ship on the table in front of you. If any loot tokens remain on the current day after dusk phase, put them back in the bag. Okay, yeah. So it's finish the dusk phase, move your character to the ship, then activate the night phase.
Okay.
Which could be important for abilities like that.
So do you get 1?
Higher than 20, it says, right?
Oh.
Yes. So he doesn't count.
Okay.
It'll be all future characters that you get to add. Okay, so we move on to the next phase now. We're going to pick another character to place out onto the island. Okay, ready? Excellent. Go ahead and flip your card. The officer and the governor. Alright, so I put mine here. You put yours above mine. Yep, above the midshipman. And they both have daytime abilities, no dusk or nighttime. So we start on this side. And mine says if I have 12 or more doubloons, gain 2 reputation. Otherwise, gain doubloons until you have 12. So I'm going to gain the 2 reputation because I have 15 doubloons. I'm going to go 1, 2 up to there. And that's the end of my turn.
Alright.
It's the midshipman's turn. They don't do anything, so it's your turn.
One says discard all characters from your ship. Gain 1 reputation for each character discarded in this way.
Yep. Lose him. He goes there, correct? Then you move up 1 reputation. Nice. And the reputation, if I didn't explain earlier, is a tiebreaker. So if we both play the 40, for example, then that tells us the person with the higher reputation goes higher on the board. We would still both be ahead of the midshipman, but yeah, that just breaks the tie. Okay, so now we're on to the dusk phase, so it's your turn. You have no dusk ability, but you get to take 1 of the tokens, a map or a saber. This is collect sets, or this is discard another player's character from the island.
Since there are fewer of these out there, I'm going to take this one.
Thought you might do that. My question though is, do I still get to take loot? You also get to pull one of those, which doesn't matter for the midshipman. But if I don't have a character, each player with a character on the island takes the following steps. I don't have a character on the island. Bummer. Alright, so that's that. This goes in the bag. And that is the end of the turn.
Okay.
So pull your governor off. Oh, and technically we activate nighttime abilities now, but neither one of us have nighttime abilities. I should move this guy a little closer to me so I don't lose track of him. And we're on to the next day. Okay. So pick your next character.
Have you played this before?
I played one day against the Automa last night in preparation for this, so we're already beyond what I played with the Automa. Okay. Like these options. Had a plan, but I think I have to change that plan. Ready? Mm-hmm. Governor. 24. I should have, you go over here. You're above the midshipman. I should have played the other character. You wouldn't have known, and I didn't know until now. Okay, so day cycle. Midshipman, you, me, discard. This character gets discarded. I gain 1 reputation, so I gain 1 doubloon because I can't go higher than that. And that's the end of the day cycle. So now it's night cycle.
Dusk.
Yes, dusk. Sorry, that's what I meant. Dusk. I take this. I have no dusk ability, neither do you. But you get to take one of the relics. And then that's it. Boom, done. Minus
Lose
3.
3. Do I have to do that now?
No, that is an anchor ability. That'll happen after the last day. Okay, so pull your character into your ship.
Are we doing what it says?
What's that?
It says gain 4, then lose 1 for each character.
Yes, so you'll do that now.
So I get 3?
Yep.
Or 2?
It's... Yes, 2. Right? 2? Each character in your ship. Yeah, because it'll be dusk abilities, pull them back, and then night abilities. Okay. So both of them count.
Right. And pick a new one?
Yep. Pick a new one. I don't like any of these. Okay, ready? Infantry, so I go here, you go there. Daytime abilities goes up to you.
This infantry is the rightmost character on the island, gain 5.
Nice. And you are, so you gain 5. Nice. Now dusk abilities, so you get to go first. Pull a loot token.
Do this one again.
You suck. Okay. Well, I lose my character then. And that's it. The rest doesn't matter. Okay, that is the end of the first voyage. So now all anchor abilities get activated.
Okay.
It looks like none of our characters have anchor abilities, so it's only our loot. So your relic and your hook. You can keep a character in your ship or gain 2 doubloons. I get 1 doubloon, and this gets me nothing.
Any of these guys were.
Not really. So he could be, because it's every nighttime ability that gets activated.
Yeah.
So you'll gain 3 doubloons every single turn unless you add more with him.
Sure.
But he's also not that great.
Yeah.
He'd be best on the first turn or 2, and then you'd probably want to get rid of him some way.
Okay. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, keeping him would earn you more doubloons than this gives you. But I don't know exactly how that would play out if you had more than 4 characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then this one I lose 3.
And then adjust your treasure wheel to match your number of doubloons.
You guys go here?
Yes. Yes. All of your doubloons go back in here once you're done. Card characters. Yep, but not the ones in your hand. Okay. Hang on to those. Okay. That's it. So, now I've already shuffled this from earlier, so I'm just going to draw another 6. 6. And I will put them in order and you can draw to match. Alright, you're going to draw number 5. Number 10. Number 13, 14, 32, and 37. All right. So probably take a moment to review your characters, but you can play your pick. Oh wait, we need to set up the loot. Did you return all of yours? You need to return your loot.
Oh.
And then don't forget to add your other characters back to your hand. Those ones you'll want to keep secret so that I have to guess. I have to think about it, but the other ones are obvious. That's why I flipped mine.
pick one?
Yes, I'm going to pick one. Go with that one first. Ready?
Yep.
Excuse me. Alright. So, daytime. No one has a daytime ability. Dusk, working our way back. I get to pick one. I'm going to pick this, and the midshipman is going to pick that. Stab me in the back again. Your dusk ability takes effect now.
Okay.
If you gain a map token, darn it.
Should've read the cards, Matthew.
Yep. Gain 2 reputation. Alright. And then our characters come back. And our abilities, nighttime abilities activate. I get 2. Oh, shoot. Before you did that, we're supposed to gain reputation. We're supposed to gain doubloons based on our reputation.
Oh.
So I get 7, and you get 9. Okay. And now you can jump up there.
Why do you get less when you have one?
Just a mechanic in the game, but also like you're a pirate, you steal stuff, you get more money, but people hate you.
Isn't that what makes you a good pirate? So that would be a good reputation?
Depends on, it depends on perspective, right?
Sure.
Because you have a bad reputation with the people you steal from.
Okay.
Isn't that what matters?
Mm.
All right. Okay, so that is that. Nighttime abilities. Mine activates. I get 2 doubloons. Okay. That's the end of the day. Moving on to the next one. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Have daytime abilities. If it's the leftmost, I gain 3 doubloons. And that's it. Yours. Gain a token now, and then move him to your ship. Cool. And then it's Dusk abilities. So he actually activates first, and I don't get loot with this character, so that's the end. I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but oh well.
No night.
I have a night ability that takes effect. I get 2.
Do you get 2 every night with that one?
Yes.
Wow.
Night abilities take effect every single turn.
Okay.
Day and dusk abilities are only on the cycle that they come up on. Next day.
Do I do this now?
Nope.
Okay.
Anchor is at the end of the voyage. Yep. You're at the end of the voyage, you're putting down your anchor, that's when you take those abilities. Your turn. Or, sorry, reveal. Alright, daytime abilities. I get this. And then he goes to my ship. Now it's dusk abilities, starting with you.
Do I have one?
Nope, but you get to take loot.
Oh.
Hard decision. And that goes in there. And take your nymph back to your boat. And we both lose our nymphs.
Mm-hmm. I have done that on purpose.
No.
You can't be gaining 2 doubloons
I
every
can.
night.
I can. And I would have.
Exactly why I had to stop it.
Alright. Okay. 10. Nice. Okay, so daytime abilities. You get your 3 doubloons.
3.
Yep. I have none, they have none. So then, in reverse, you get to take a token first as the midshipman.
And put it in there?
Yes, and
Okay.
discard it. Ooh, surprising.
Really?
Thought you were going to go for the map. It wouldn't have mattered either way because this guy's anchor ability is that one of the maps counts as 2 tokens. Yeah, so I was hoping to get him down here at least, and I have another map, so cool. Oh, and I gained a map token, so I gained 2 reputation, which means I gained 1, and I gained a doubloon. 1 doubloon, get 2 back. Okay, your turn, dusk ability, nothing. Yep, goes to your ship. And this goes in here. Last day cycle. Not exactly which one I'm going to do. Oh, wait a minute, do I? Yes. Yes, I do. I already figured that out. Not afraid. Not trying to look at your cards, but... Mm-hmm. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Well, I almost did that one, but I thought that was probably the one you're doing.
Okay. What is your ability again? Oh. How'd you get him back? Didn't you already use him?
You used him. Didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I thought you used him too. Okay. So do you gain doubloons or reputation?
I have 12.
You have 12.
Exactly.
Nice. So you gain 2 reputation?
Yep.
1 reputation plus 1 doubloon.
Nice.
My turn. I discard this. And I gain 2 doubloons per discard. This goes here. And then you get to pick which of those 2 you don't get.
Which I don't get?
Yes. Because he discards first, then I take, and then you take. So pick one of those 2, and you don't get either. But so I don't get the one that
I
you
get
pick.
to pick which one you don't
yes.
get. I'm going to say you don't get none of that.
That's fair. Yeah, the map definitely would have been the better choice for me, but I'll take the amulet. Okay, that wraps up the turn. Any anchor abilities from your loot or your crew members?
Yeah.
Ooh. So this says for each set of 2 map tokens gain 7. For each set of 3 map tokens gain 12. Do this. You get 14.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I don't understand.
Because if you do a set of 3, then you still have 1 token left because of this guy's ability.
Okay.
So if you do it that way, 2 sets of 2,
Nice.
you get more doubloons, more bang for your buck, as they say. Alright, so that's all of their abilities. And we also have the amulet, which is another 3. I'm a good pirate? Are you just figuring this out?
No, I remember the mustache.
Okay.
I knew what I meant you. Put these back now?
Yes, you can put, as long as you've used their abilities, you can put all of your loot tiles back, tokens back. And then don't forget to add your doubloons to your treasure chest.
This is a lot of math.
You're welcome. 25. 25. 4. 34. 40. 4. 51, if I'm doing my math right. I'll double check on my phone like you are, just in case.
I think so. 27 plus 15, 42.
Nice. Okay, doubloons go back. Crewmates get discarded. Don't forget to pull doubloons for your reputation at the start of this turn here.
Okay.
Let's get these out. Actually, if you want to do that, I will get these characters out. Oh man, I was gonna track this game
On what?
in my board game stat app.
Can you not?
I mean, it's a little late. I still could, but I like to track the time as well, so I get an idea of like how long they actually take. But no, I could do it.
Are we doing all of the days now?
All the days. Whoa, throwing relics.
I mean, if you can't throw ancient things, what can you do?
This, I imagine you didn't know, but for any viewers who didn't know, is actually a remake of an older game. I don't know anything about the older game, so I don't know if it has the same mechanics or if it's just like, you know, reskin. If it's been updated to look pretty, but not sure. I was just watching a video on how to play, and it was like, yeah, this is actually an older game. Okay. Added
I'm going to take these off.
Oh yeah, these guys were supposed to come back with us and then get discarded. It's a good thing they didn't have any nighttime or anchor abilities, because that would mess things up. Alright, grab from your deck the number 1, the number 3, the number 6, the number 15, the number 17, and the captain, number 39. 1, 3, 6.
Hey, cat. He's so cute.
1, 3, 6, 15, 17, and 39.
They look like Herbie.
Herbie is our sister-in-law's, my sister-in-law's cat.
It makes me think it's a girl.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
Also, wait.
I didn't show last round's cards, but there's the Brute. A bull, of course. The Witch is a horse. Of course. Bandit is an armadillo. Beggar is a rat. And the Scout is a ferret, I believe. Alright, don't forget to add your previous characters.
Is that a pangolin?
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, it's not an armadillo. It's a pangolin. That's funny. There's a character in the video game Dota that is a pangolin, and it has a rapier and looks very similar. This is more of a dagger, I think. It has a couple daggers, but it just reminded me of it. Looks very similar. Okay.
I don't really like any of these.
The ones that we just got, or... Yeah, they're interesting. Let's start off with this one. Oh, good call. I get 8.
Mickey Mouse.
You have a character yet? Remember? So, daytime, I give you 2. And I gain a reputation. Boom, boom. Done. My turn to pick first. I want the barrel, I think. I'm gonna take the amulet. Okay, moving on. Oh, Eric, hello. We start at 9. Yeah, schedule. There you go. There's your answer. No, it's all good. I understand. We've changed things up quite a bit recently, but welcome. We are playing Haven's game, Muffin McClay's game, Libertalia. I was going to do just the Automa, but Country Girl was able to get the kids to sleep just in the nick of time, so we played together. I did board game last week. I was supposed to play this game last week because Muffin McClay lent it to me to play on the stream, and then I didn't learn how to play it. So instead I played Tapestry last week and promised that I would do another board game stream this week in order to get the game played. And that way I can get it back to him in a timely fashion. And on the plus side, Country Girl gets to play with me, so we get to experience a more full version of the game too. So, works out. We are on our last of 3 voyages, and we're going through each day here on this island, picking up loot and trying to get the most doubloons. So, go ahead and pick your next character. How have your reclaimed Tuesday evenings been? Oh, and how did your legs do after your ride? Tuesdays have been fine. Yeah, they, I don't know, just another day, right? Another day in the week. So it's nice to relax a little more after a day's work. Certainly is better for my mental health, probably, than having to rush through dinner and rush through putting kids to bed and stuff like that. But
you still get to brush their teeth. Yay.
Yep, still get to brush their teeth. But my legs are doing okay. They are certainly sore, especially the backs of my knees were pretty rough. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know, they're okay. There was a lot of groaning yesterday, but I don't know. All in all, they were fine. Though it may not have sounded like it.
Did you tell them about yesterday?
The rest of the stream?
No, about Isaac and Poleswell.
Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, I took the day off yesterday so that we could take my son to about an hour's drive away to get dental surgery done in his mouth. He got
7 crowns.
7 crowns? Jeez.
Yeah, 3 of the white ones and 4 white ones and 4 metal ones. I'm not sure.
Yeah, something like that. And then he got a tooth removed because it was infected. And he got a few fillings.
Like a dozen.
Filled. Holy cow, yeah. Yeah, he got a lot done in his mouth. They put him under for it. And he did pretty well. He was definitely nervous and crying the morning of, and then when Hillary took him back to the room, he was upset then and struggled to take the gas. But once he fell asleep, obviously he was fine from that point on. His bionic mouth now. Yeah, just about. And then he woke up and he was a little scared. He was shaky, but that was maybe just from the anesthesia. And he was a little crying and fussy and stuff like that.
He wouldn't talk. He just kept pointing at the door.
Yeah, he's like, I want to go. I want to go. But then car ride home, he was pretty good. And when we
fell asleep, and once he woke up when we were almost home, he was fine.
Yeah, and then we got home and he was good. He's been golden ever since.
He asked me once today when he gets to take all of this stuff out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I told him when your teeth fall out. We let him put the tooth that they pulled under his pillow and told him the tooth fairy would come, but then we forgot. So today I told him that we would remind the tooth fairy, and he said, "It's okay, Mommy. I know the tooth fairy is not real." So I let him pick a toy on Amazon instead.
Alright, I'm gonna do that one, I guess. Hopefully this works out. Hey. Oops, I go here. So, Scout, daytime ability, discard the Scout. Boom, gone. Immediately, choose another character from your hand and place it on the island according to its rank, shifting other characters as needed. Useful, because now I get to see what you're doing. Sneaking over there.
Isaac doesn't have any adult teeth yet.
Oh, yeah.
It's all on his baby teeth.
And is all this just from him not being consistent with brushing, or is there some other underlying cause? Because that is a lot. I don't think I've ever heard of that many problems all at once in someone's mouth.
I think the general consensus was that his teeth are just super crowded, so it makes it extra hard to keep them clean with brushing and flossing. And maybe it runs in the family. My mom was born basically without enamel on her teeth, so she had a lot of struggles.
Did the boot.
Okay.
Which means I get to discard your character.
Oh, no.
Discard the rightmost character, you gain a reputation though, so you're welcome. Yikes, that stinks. Yeah, doesn't it? You still get to pick which tile I don't get.
Okay.
Map, that goes away. This guy goes in here. Alright, next day cycle. Okay, that's not so great.
Was that my captain that you...
No, it was your treasure.
Okay.
You can check if you want. Also stinks that he needed all that work done on teeth that are still going to fall out someday soon-ish. I know, right? It definitely wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
But it sets up his adult teeth to do well, because I think baby teeth, even though they fall out, like if they go bad, they can affect the adult teeth underneath of them. So as the adult teeth start to grow in, the baby teeth, rot and decay and just affect the adult teeth and wear them down as well. So,
and if the baby teeth are so infected that they have to be taken out, it can cause the permanent teeth to come in the wrong spot.
Oh wow, didn't know that. Oh sure, that makes sense though. I mean,
that's why they
depending
put that
on
space holder.
Yeah, depending on the order they come in, because they don't always come in the same time. They may come in and shift over or whatever. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, so on the spot that they removed a tooth, which was on his upper right side, I think, the one just behind the canine, they put a spacer in there, something to just kind of hold that spot while the other teeth grow in and stuff like that. So.
They showed us x-rays with his permanent teeth, and they're like 3 times as big as his baby teeth, so his mouth's gonna be real crowded.
Yeah, he's gonna have to have more teeth removed, probably.
And braces.
Yep. Looking forward to that.
And Ellie has to get a filling done on Monday. She thinks she'll be okay. She told me she's really brave, so.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Sure, why not? See what happens.
Okay.
Ready? Scout. Just captain. Alright, so you immediately discard the scout. And now you get to look through your deck and pick another card. Makes sense. Oh boy, yep, I could hear the orthodontics in my mind when you said that. Oh, she's a trooper. Yep. You played the brute, of course. Alright, so my card gets discarded. And I gain a reputation. You bump me up, please. That's interesting. So the captain would have taken me up to that spot, but I would have lost a doubloon to do so. Because you lose a doubloon for every space you move in that direction. So as far as her ability goes, you did me a favor, but
great.
I don't get to pick. One of those things. So I'm going to take. What am I going to take? The end. Now it's your turn. All right. Next. Phase. All right. Ready? Nice. So I have higher rank. So I go here, you go there. And daytime abilities, yours activates first.
Already there, though.
No.
No?
Leftmost, right?
Yeah.
Left is this way.
Right.
Leftmost space on the reputation track. You move all the way to here.
Oh boy.
Did you want to do that?
But it's fine.
Okay. Shift all of them down. Yep. And then you gain 1, 2, 3, 4 doubloons for doing so. My turn. I gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doubloons. Doing so. And then that is the end of the daytime phase. Dusk is next, so you get to pick one that I don't get, but keep in mind you get the last pick.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take one that is not the relic, you're getting the relic.
Is it worth you?
Your call. Shoot yourself in the foot to spite me, or what are you gonna do?
No, what are you gonna do, Matthew?
Yep. Oh man. Your turn. Home for a ship. And next day cycle.
Yeah, good card.
I know. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, complete opposite. Ooh, you played the captain?
What?
You're gonna go up the reputation track and lose the doubloons you just gained.
Oh, shoot. Well, I don't have any other good ones, so...
Okay. Alright, well, daytime abilities, you first give me 2 doubloons. And then you gain a reputation, so you're welcome. I saved you from losing 1. And now you move up the rest of the track, losing 3 reputation. Or, sorry, 3 doubloons. And then dusk phase now is the part where you can set me up to fail.
Oh.
Because you're going to take your loot right now, and then you're going to discard 1 loot from me, and then I get stuck with this one.
Sorry.
Are you, though? Yeah, that's what I thought. Where is everybody? Not even Katie? I know. I don't know what happened.
I'm doing the same thing.
We were earlier. There was a decent number of viewers in stream. There was 5 last I checked. But 6 now, because Eric's here. But yeah, no sign of Katie or anyone else. So.
And Jenny is back in the hospital.
Oh, and Jenny's back in the hospital. That's right. All right. Last phase. Take your character.
Is the last one?
Last.
Oh.
Yep. That is it.
No
We're
pressure.
a little early, but. I think we just have to play that way. Let's do it. Huh.
Maybe this one.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you win?
Most balloons.
Oh.
I don't know if you have an option with your abilities, or if you just have to
Have to use it.
if you have to use it.
Yeah, I was wondering. So I picked a different character.
You only activate your own character, and you must activate all matching abilities unless they specifically state may. Cool. Yep, so you have to. But my other options are... Well, honestly, that one... Oh, I can... Oh, yeah, totally. Just kidding. Alright, ready?
Yep.
I almost picked that one. Okay. Daytime, me. I get to discard one of my loot tokens for a corresponding amount. I will pick that one. At first I was like, I don't want to discard those two. You get 4 instead of 7, like that's dumb. But then I was like, wait, I can pick any one of them. They just have to match. So, cool. Cool. That's the end of daytime. Dusk time, I will... those, I think. You gain a reputation for that, so you gain a doubloon. And your nighttime ability, you can take your character, your nighttime ability activates, but you don't have any other nighttime abilities, just like me, so do they have an anchor? Oh yeah, but again, it doesn't matter because it's the end of the game. Okay. Activate your anchor abilities. And 1 doubloon. You believe these lurkers? So rude.
Oh, so the anchor abilities happen at the very end?
At the end of a voyage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Well,
I mean, I don't have any.
yeah, you do. These have anchor abilities.
Right, but I mean, I don't have any.
Those characters don't. Yeah, I only have the one, and it
Right.
gets me 1.
Yeah.
So, cool.
You just have a lot more over there.
A lot more doubloons. Right.
Okay.
Well, have you done these yet?
No.
Okay, do those.
So I aim for this.
One for that. That's it.
7 for this. Okay.
25. 6. 5 plus 3 more. Right? Yep. What'd you get?
66.
66. Got 79. Good game. Yeah. What'd you think?
It was pretty fun.
Yeah. It went surprisingly faster than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Once we started getting into it and getting a feel for how it goes. Obviously, you know, learning the game, getting familiar with the different characters, and really understanding like which ones to play when slows down the game quite a bit. But there were some characters that I wish I had done differently. And some characters I wish I hadn't played at all. But no, I was really hoping early on in the game, you had the same cards, but a lot of them that gave you like reputation, and so I was really hoping to get to the max and then just like blast it out, right, and just get as much reputation as I could when I'm at the end. And then by the end of the game, we had that pangolin, the bandit, and I was like, oh, just I don't care about the reputation anymore, so just do it. But yeah, honestly, like the tiebreaker, that never came up, right?
No.
Yeah, so
We
I
had
can see.
one time when we both picked the same.
Oh, it did. You're right. Yeah, the pangolin actually.
Yeah, that's right.
When the bandit came up that one time, we did have the tiebreaker, and it mattered that time because, well, I would have just been in your position, and I still would have gotten a loot. I would have just been in the same position as you. Do I get rid of the relic or do I get rid of the other item? So,
That was fun.
yeah. Yeah. That's it. That was. I wish I had timed it. I didn't know exactly how long it took, but we're at 10:40 right now. We probably didn't get started. I explained all the rules. Probably didn't get.
What time did I text?
Huh?
I thought I texted you, but it was in
You
the
did.
chat.
Oh, right. Is that timestamped? No, tap it. No. Okay. It might be timestamped in the mod
Oh, maybe.
stuff, but anyway, it was probably a little over 60 minutes. I would imagine, because I don't think it was quite 9:30, right? Probably wasn't quite 9:30. Then I explained all the rules, and then from there, we started playing the game. And it's, yeah, I don't know, whatever. That's it for the game. I don't really have much else to talk about. We can hang out for a bit while we kind of clean things up, but what little you saw of the game, Eric, what'd you think? Any questions come up? Got distracted. All good. No, we just wrapped up the game, just finished up. So we're just putting the game away now. The cook is a bear.
Isaac would love these.
Yeah. Should show him before I take it back to my clay.
Yeah, maybe buy a copy next time we go on a date.
Buying all the board games, we just gotta play them.
Probably wait.
Yep.
It should be fair.
I showed that to stream earlier. You should show it again right now.
Cat lady.
It's called Cat Lady. It's I won, Eric.
Because Matt loves cats.
Yes. Cat Lady is kind of a set collection game, I imagine. You collect cats and costumes and treats and stuff like that. And if you don't have enough food to feed all your cats, then you lose points or something. Close up of the cards and pieces. Did you already do that? I did that for some of them as we played through the game. But yeah, I'll definitely hold up a few and show you. Some of the ones we played with here were there's the freed prisoner. Oh, that's you can't see that one anymore. Freed prisoner. The governor. Trying to hold them at a bit of an angle so you can see. There's not too much glare, I hope, but oh yeah, way too much glare that way. The wind nymph. This was a fun one. Captain. It's working at an angle. Good.
Did Those are some cute cats.
Those are some cute cats. That one will have to be much harder angle, probably. Huh.
Next
The
time, you can stream this cat.
loot
game.
tokens are just little like barrels and sabers and treasure chests and stuff like that. Focus camera. I don't know how easy you can see that, but the witch is a pretty cool looking card. Looks like a little washed out, but probably from the light. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Really, really cool artwork. Yeah, it's pretty nice, isn't it? Red the cat makes his appearance.
He's not as cute as he used to be.
Not as cute as he used to be. Wow. Brutal.
Kittens are cute, and then they turn into cats. I'm just stuck with them for a while.
For a while.
He's awfully curious about my car.
Yeah.
His mom's sister climbed in the engine of a car.
Is he still being a poop head?
Died.
He is chatty tonight, isn't he? He
has a lot to say.
he's better. We've been letting him outside for quite a while now, so that he can get his wiggles out. And that has certainly helped quite a bit.
He tolerates Isaac carrying him around.
Yeah. Isaac actually picks him up and carries him around, and he does okay with that, so that's nice.
Last week he hurt his back or something. Every
Yeah.
time we move him, he'd hiss at us.
Yeah, it was weird. He was kind of walking funny, and he and he would hiss or just be like make those noises that cats make when they're injured. He'd make those noises. He's shedding. Whenever we touched him or held him in certain ways, and we just couldn't figure out where he was hurt. And so we'd prod his legs and prod his feet, and he'd kind of pull back and react and stuff, but never ow, that really hurt, sort of thing. Until Country Girl kind of prodded his back or held him the wrong way, and
folding him in half.
Yeah, just kind of folding him up and holding him, tightly or whatever. He just didn't like that so much.
Probably jumped off the roof or something.
Yeah, the idiot cat. He jumps from our fence up onto our roof and then just hangs out up there and cries at us like he can't get himself down now.
If someday a big bird is gonna fly over,
Yeah.
and you're
Do
going
us
to
all a
be his
favor.
lunch,
Oh my. Yeah. So Eric and Muff McClay and Swifty from chat, sounds like they're all going on a bike ride tomorrow. They're going to be meeting up at Muff McClay's house at 7 a.m.
Oh, for your favorite time of
My
day.
favorite time of day. So
Are your legs up for it?
I think so. I think my legs will be fine. They're probably going to try and bike up 72nd.
Up a hill?
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
Oh, I will die. If we go up a hill, I will die. But 72nd is the hill that the STP takes.
Oh.
So it'll be good practice, right?
I mean, maybe.
My favorite time of day, too.
Use a little more training, but
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
I meant before you go up a big hill.
Oh, right, that too. But, I mean, how else?
Oh, Matthew, you need to just ride a horse.
That doesn't... help with training for the STP though?
It helps with everything.
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 Our budget.
Okay, maybe not that.
Nice try. Gotcha. Oh man.
We don't really have a budget. So.
Fair. There's that. Yeah. But did you do your taxes yet? We did.
Yes.
We did our taxes, what, last week? Early this week or something?
It all blurs together.
It all blurs together. Yeah, we're getting some money back, so that's nice. We are debating whether we'll use it to to either pay off the expenses for Isaac's oral surgery, because yikes, that was expensive.
It was not as much as was estimated.
No, we got some estimates from other dentists and even from this dentist, and it ended up being under the estimate, which whew, that doesn't happen often. Be doing mine while we hang out online tomorrow. Nice. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. So it's either gonna go toward paying off those expenses, because that was a lot, or we're gonna use it to like completely update the electrical in the house.
Should probably do that.
That's something at least. Yeah, I don't know which would be better to do. Pay off debt is definitely a good thing to do, but
we also want our house to burn to the ground.
yeah, I'd really rather our house didn't burn to the ground. That would be nice.
Although then we could build a new house.
Only if the insurance covers it. And considering we moved in with this panel, knowing the risks that this panel poses, I don't know. I'm skeptical that they would honor any sort of. This is incriminating. Yeah. So no, replacing that electrical panel and the wiring in our house is probably our top. Better disappear the VOD somewhere. Yeah, right. We don't need any evidence that we knew about it. About what?
We have some issue in our bedroom where when we turn on the light, it'll be on for a while and then it just turns off, but the switch is still on.
Yeah, and we thought it was the switch itself, because messing with the switch, like wiggling it, it was really, really loose, right? And you could get it to recreate that issue. Yeah, so much fun. Will the light turn on by itself, or will it turn off by itself, or will it turn on at all? Anyone's guess. Yeah. So much fun. So we thought it was the switch itself because it was an ancient switch and it was really loose in the switch housing. So you take the faceplate off. There's the switch, like not the like plastic box that it sits in, but the actual like switch itself, the housing for the lever. was solid, but the switch would wiggle in. The lever would wiggle in the housing for the switch, right? And so we thought, oh, maybe that's it. So I took it out, flipped the breaker off, took it out, put the new one in, and this one's solid, right? You got the whole housing for it, and it doesn't move at all except for up and down. That's important. And yep, I gotcha. Cool. Glad I'm making sense. And yeah, so this one's solid, doesn't wiggle like the other one did, and I was like, excellent. Problem solved, no longer an issue. And then one night, probably, Country Girl was in there with the light on, and it just off. Nobody touched the light switch, nobody walked past it, it was just off. So, either our electrical is bad, or our house is haunted. Either way, we should get it looked at.
Yeah. Start with the electrical.
Start with the electrical. Start with the physical, the real world, solution, because that's most likely what's going on. But don't want to rule out the possibility. And then on top of that, we have a lamp plugged into an outlet just in the same room, but just on the next wall over. Sounds like a great opportunity to play Phasmophobia on stream. Phasmophobia IRL. I just need to get a few of those devices and gadgets. One of them's just a camera, right? I don't know. I haven't played Phasmophobia. I don't know. But yeah, the light switch or the lamp on an outlet in the same room, just on the other wall. That one doesn't turn off and on its own, but it will be like constant, brightness, right? It's a constant light. Nothing's flickering or anything, and then it'll just go dim. Dimmer, right? Not off, but just slightly dimmer. You're like, what? What has happened?
Well, a few times we've turned it off and then it flashes like a strobe.
Really?
A few times, yeah.
I didn't know about that.
2 or 3 times.
And then it'll just go from dimmer to brighter. And it'll just stay there.
Yeah.
And then dimmer. Or it'll go like brighter, dimmer, brighter. Whatever, I don't know. It's super weird. I don't think I knew about the strobing. Maybe you told me about that, but I just didn't remember.
When it happened once.
Maybe. So yeah, and I think a friend of ours was staying at our house, cat sitting for us, and she had a friend of hers who's an electrician come over and replace the outlet for us.
That was right after it did that strobe thing.
Okay.
Because we had turned
it did
off
the strobe thing.
the
Yep.
power.
And he said that there were like some char marks, like burn marks on the outlet itself or something.
Like that.
So awesome. Glad he was able to replace that, but it didn't actually fix the underlying issue. Clearly, your ultra high-tech lifestyle is putting too much strain on the grid. Yeah, that must be it. The wiring in this house is so weird, though. Like, we can be in the kitchen, like running the microwave and the toaster oven, and then we plug something else in, and boom, we blow a fuse, right? Which is not really uncommon, I guess. But the weird part is like the whole half of the house is just out, loses all power. My computer's here, the kitchen is over in the other middle of the house. My computers go down.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my computers do. The TV goes down. It's super
like
weird.
half the house.
Yeah, it literally takes out half the house. Half the house is on a single circuit.
I've been noticing the outlet in the bathroom that's supposed to be sensitive to water.
GFI.
Only the bottom half is.
What do you mean?
So the bottom half, because I noticed sometimes Isaac's toothbrush is still charging and Ellie's is turned off, and I have to hit the reset button.
Oh.
And hers
That's
is plugged into the bottom.
Though, as far as I know, those aren't like water sensitivity necessarily. I mean, not explicitly. It's just it has its own switch in it.
Turn both of them off?
I would think so.
It doesn't. It only turns one of the two.
I don't think that's how GFIs are supposed to work.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Oh, and then in our hallway, we have a 3-way switch. So you can turn the light switch on, and the hallway light turns on. And then you can turn the other one off, and the hallway light turns off. But then if you go back to the first one and turn that off, nothing happens. But if you turn it on, nothing happens. So you have to have both of them on in order for either one of them to work consistently, I think. Oh, really? Half the house is on just one breaker? Yeah. It's bad. So
house was built in 54.
54, yep. As much as I'd love to pay off the debt from my kids' oral surgery, the more I'm talking about it, the more I really want to get this electrical figured out. Because on the one hand, like paying, monthly on some oral surgery debt sucks. It's annoying. Having our investment, our real estate investment burned to the ground is probably worse.
With everything in it.
Yeah, with everything in it. Ugh. Yeah.
It's not this bad.
Yep. So we should get on that.
Yeah.
If you know of any good electricians in the area, please send me their contact information. You can do so over in the Discord server. drop those deets right there. All right.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Definitely need to get the panel replaced.
Yeah, no. The panel is of the make and model that is known to fail and cause house fires.
I thought this wasn't
I'm pretty
the
sure
worst.
it is. No. It's not the worst. There are worse panels out there. We don't have the worst.
That one house we looked at that has the one that like is the worst of the worst.
Yeah, we looked at one house that had just a really, really bad panel in it, and we're like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe we don't buy this house. But on the plus side, it also doesn't have knob and tube wiring.
Yeah.
So there's that. It's more updated than that.
And they've seen your lovely.
Oh yeah.
Do those even work?
They do, I think.
Okay.
They just don't have light bulbs in them.
I think they're hideous.
Can you see that one? I think so. Yeah. I think that's it in the camera there. They're just these random, like, lights on the wall.
This room used
They
to be
look
the
so
garage.
ugly. Yeah, this wall here that you see on my right. Right on stream. I don't know. Anyway, it is my right. That used to be the garage door. You can't see it. It's this right here. I can see it on my screen, so I think you can see it.
Edge of it.
Yeah, you remember that was a garage? Yeah, and this whole wall was the garage door. And so someone thought it would be a great idea to, one, put this wall here, and then two, put these ugly lights on this wall.
They probably had lights on the other side, on either side
Maybe.
of the garage door,
Yes, the
and
garage.
just flipped them around.
Yeah, and then they thought, nah, we don't need a window.
Yeah.
It's on the front side of the house. We don't need a window there.
The same height? They're not.
Whoa, I never noticed that. This one's lower than that one.
DIY
cool.
projects.
Yeah, great time. Good stuff. All right.
Oh, we still need to get a window.
Yeah. We're planning on cutting a window into this wall at some point. But
Oh, my dad was going to help with that, like the trim.
Yeah, like the trim.
We lived
Window
here
schmindo.
3 years now.
Jeez, it's
3
been
years
that long?
this month, yeah.
3 years and we still don't have trim. I mean, you could argue that some of that is on us. It is our house. It is our responsibility. But when someone else offers to do it or help out,
Well, I mean, neither of us is really great with power tools.
Nope.
So
you can't see out of half your eyes, and I am left-handed. So there you go.
I took wood shop, so in 8th grade.
Yeah. And you've
got the
used it
basics.
so much since
I
then.
haven't used it at all. when I was 12, I think, our neighbor across the street, we were playing at his house. He brought out a bunch of scrap wood, and he was like, "You're going into 6th grade.
Sixth grade.
You can have the saber saw."
Oh my.
Just like nail gun, saber saw.
What'd you make?
In wood shop,
Probably.
I made a box to sit my saddle on.
Oh yeah.
And then it has like a place to store brushes and stuff underneath. And a CD holder.
CD holder. Nice.
I ordered those.
Back when people used CDs.
Yeah. I think I got an A- or a B in the class.
Sure. I made the CD holder too.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
We
all right.
We made those photo holders for our wedding.
Yes.
With a little-
Yeah, we cut 2x4s into like 5-inch sections, and then took a saw, angled it a bit, cut a line into it, and then used a hot iron to stamp a heart into it. And those were our wedding favors when we got married. Eric, you probably know this, and yeah, but you can stick a photo in it and prop it up so that you can just see it. Whatever. It was a fun little cheap, easy thing that we could make and give away. So kept it through college. The CD holder, I kept it through college, and beyond until I went off on ships. Nice.
I think I still have the one I made up at my dad's house. Full of CDs.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. If I saw it, I would probably jog my memory. Yeah, I'm sure you would. You mean you didn't keep that? You didn't keep that for years since? Wow.
Almost 7 years.
Jeez.
When time flies. Isaac's going to be 6.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think about how old he is sometimes, and then it reminds me that, oh man, we've been married longer than that. That's weird. Mm-hmm. I might have, but it would be in a box somewhere. It's fine. I think we have 1 or 2 hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
My dad gave the rest of them to another girl who used them at her wedding.
That's right. Someone got our leftovers.
I think Danny's going to use her Glowforge to cut little picture frames out. Like,
fun.
I asked how long it would take, and she said less than a minute each.
How many is she making?
300?
Yeah. 300 times...
Say a minute.
Call it 30 seconds to be generous. Equals 9,000, and then divide that by 60 to get minutes. 150 minutes.
Sure.
2.5 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
So not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
You tell them the
Thanks,
question.
Eric. Huh?
Favorite literary romantic couples?
Oh, yes. So Country Girl is in charge of putting together the bridal shower for her sister, who's getting married. Planning to be married?
Planning to be in charge.
Planning to be in charge. You did more math than you needed to. Yes. I didn't see your comment until after I had finished the math because of the way stream delays work, but, you know, whatever. What was I? Right, so she's planning to be in charge because her sister is very particular about how this goes and what it looks like. And so she thought that doing a game where you get like a clue regarding a clue for a like famous couple from literature or movies, and then you have to use that clue to guess the name of each couple and the name of the piece that they're from the book or from the movie that they're from. And so you can get up to 3 points per question, per clue. And it'll just be a list of clues then, and then you fill in the blank on the right-hand side or something. So she was trying to come up with different characters, couples to pull from. She asked me, and she said almost immediately after asking me, not Scott and Ramona.
Nobody else will know them.
Come on.
Nobody else will know them.
They're more famous than you give them credit for.
I mean, amongst nerds, this is not going to be a party for nerds.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's what I said.
They had their moment at your wedding in your brother's speech.
I know. And?
That's enough.
Not enough.
That's enough.
Who do you have so far? Good question.
Yeah, the list is in there. But Danny sent me some. Jane Eyre and Mr. Rochester. Kathleen Kelly and Joe Fox. From You've Got Mail.
Oh, sure.
Eleanor and Mr. Ferris.
Is she playing?
No, I just asked her to send me. Well, probably.
She can't send you suggestions if she's playing.
She doesn't know what they're for. I didn't tell her that part yet. I don't know who
she's
Eleanor...
gonna know, and then she's gonna... Yeah.
I don't know who Eleanor and Mr. Ferris are.
Oh.
Faramir and Eowyn.
Faramir and Eowyn, yep. Lord of the Rings, nice.
Joe and Teddy. Oh, from Little Women. But they don't end up together. But they should have.
Okay.
No, people like hate that they didn't end up together. He ends up marrying her younger sister.
Oh,
and
that's weird.
Right
That's
after
weird.
they get married, she comes back and she's like, "Hey, I changed my mind." And he's like, "Sorry, I married your sister." And people hate that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Catherine and Heathcliff
That's
from
familiar.
Wuthering Heights.
Huh.
They are horrible people.
Aragorn and Arwen. Says why not?
Oh, yeah.
Aragorn and
There
Arwen.
you go.
That's a great one. I don't know.
Marianne, and Colonel Brandon. I think they're from a book by the same author as Pride and Prejudice. Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy.
Speaking of which, Bonnie and Mitch.
Oh, yeah, that's from Adventures in Odyssey.
Oh. Yeah, Wuthering Heights is not a romance to aspire to.
Right.
I have not seen it.
Seen it?
Read it, whatever. See, I don't even know.
We have this discussion all the time.
No.
Hey, Matt, have you read this book? Did you read this book as a kid? No. Never. He says, ask my mom. The only one she knows is Charlotte's Web.
Jack and Rose from Titanic.
Yeah. I don't know if Danny has seen that.
Withering. It's not withering, it's wuthering.
Yeah, it's a U.
Alright,
But most people pronounce it like it's a Y.
withering.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like Mario and Peach. That's a good one.
Yep. I suggested Link and Zelda and Master Chief and Cortana.
I don't know who those are.
They're from the Halo series.
Oh.
Mike and 11. Ooh, that's a good one. They've seen Stranger Things, right? No, they haven't?
Danny hasn't watched it.
Oh, man.
It's scary.
It's
She doesn't
not.
watch it just by herself. I told her it's not for her.
It's not scary.
Do you remember when we watched it and
Yeah.
then the lights were flickering, so I made you stand outside the bathroom door?
Oh my gosh. Yep. That was a joke. They're a terrible couple. I mean, yeah. Do they have to be a good couple?
No. I mean, some of the ones she sent were.
That's true. That's true.
What about the Twilight couple? Bella and
Oh,
Edward.
yeah. Master Chief and Cortana in love. Yes, she is an AI. It's from the Halo game series, which I've never played, so I don't really know. And I don't know. I think it's maybe one-sided from Cortana's side, which is super weird. But I don't know. I just know they're popular.
I was trying to think of like a prince and princess couple in a fairy tale.
Princess Bride.
But, oh, that's a good one. But the prince is always just named like the prince.
Yeah.
Or Prince
Charming.
Charming.
Yeah.
They don't
So
usually
dumb.
have a name.
Yep. Yep, Princess Bride. Write that one down. It's a good one. Cool. I don't know much about the franchise, clearly. What? What is that in regard to? Ariel and Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Not a bad one.
That's a good one.
The best Disney prince.
One of the only ones with a name?
Yeah?
Oh, the one in Sleeping Beauty is named Philip.
Oh, sure.
Snow White, Cinderella, no name.
Paul and Shania? Chuck. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who that is. From Dune. Oh, yes. I'm a nerd. Yeah, it's been a long time since I read that book.
Oh, you have read a book. Okay.
Wow. She's so mean to me.
I am.
I now have
not.
video evidence.
I am
Thank you
not.
for that.
I just want to know what books you read as a kid.
I didn't read Dune as a kid.
Yeah, what books did you read other than Charlotte's Web? There had to be something. You're literate.
Yeah. I remember reading science books. And like dinosaur and space books.
Might be all Isaac wants to read. So.
I don't know. The Home for a Bunny book, I read that. I was really young when I read that, but...
Little House?
No.
You read Little House on the
I
Prairie?
don't think so. It looked like Little House on the Prairie. I read Michael Crichton novels as a kid. I don't know who that is.
Me either.
Oh, Goosebumps. No. My parents did not like Goosebumps.
That was the only thing my 3rd grade teacher would read aloud the whole year. I would bring every book that I owned.
Oh, Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Only Goosebumps.
Well, we are a quarter past.
If you're getting up early
time.
to bike ride, bed.
I mean, yeah. Should.
Quinn will probably be up in a couple hours
Crichton.
anyways.
Yes. Crichton. Yes, you should go to bed as well. Oh, man. Well, that was fun. Nice having someone else here with me that I can talk with. I mean that, but no, just this post game chit chat that we've had. It's easier to carry on, conversation and topics when there's someone to feed off of in real time, right?
It was nice to talk to someone my own age.
Well done, country girl.
Oh, thank you.
That's from Eric.
I know.
Okay. Someone your own age.
Yeah.
Yeah. You talk with
Toddlers.
toddlers a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Well. All right. Thank you, Eric. Really appreciate you showing up. I don't know where anyone else is, but they can watch a VOD if they want. We'll be back on, not a week from today, not 2 weeks from today, but 3 weeks from today. We're taking 2 weeks off because I will be in Vegas for work and California with the family. So don't come back, Eric, until 3 weeks. Yes, in May. I will try my best to drop some notifications on the Discord server, reminders that we're out, but yeah. Don't tell me what to do. I mean, come back if you want. It'll be lonely. All by yourself. Yeah, really appreciate you showing up. And thanks to everyone else who was lurking. Appreciate all of you. I had a lot of fun with this game, and hopefully we get to play some more. Have a great evening, everyone. Love you all. Bye.